Is up, guys? Welcome back. How's everyone doing on this fine Friday, so to say? Yes, I know it's Monday. I did want to make up for the lost episode this past Friday. So, hello to all that are watching. Hello to all that are joining us today again. For those of you that don't remember, my name is Spaze, and welcome to Booze Nest Fridays. So before we get into today's episode, before we get into anything else, I definitely do want to mention again, like I have the last few weeks, please go to StreamYard.com /Facebook and allow the Facebook app access to the StreamYard app or your Facebook profile access to the StreamYard account. Um, so today's episode is going to be a little different than those before. We will more likely be running a little bit shorter than our usual episodes. Um, so we'll jump right into it. Probably the first thing I want to do personally is we had a giveaway last week. For those that actually went in and followed the StreamYard.com /Facebook, I guess you could say instructions. I ran a giveaway. So with further ado, I am going to, if I can get this to work, I'm going to, bear with me, I'm sorry, run that giveaway right now. So here are the names. We didn't have too many, so I am going to challenge everyone again. Go on to StreamYard.com /Facebook and allow Facebook the ability to post on StreamYard so your comments don't show up as a Facebook user. So, with further ado, if actually I already drew a number earlier, if I'm going to be completely honest, but I'll give it a few seconds. If someone wants to comment a number between 1 and 5, that is how many times we will be running this draw. So I'll give it a few seconds. Otherwise, I already picked a number and we'll run it then. Um, Again, also, what's in everyone's glass tonight? I apologize. Getting back to work and everything, it's been a little hectic, for the lack of better words. All right, so I selected the number 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this 3 times. Soon. And yes, I know my glass is empty. I'll change that in a bit. So we're gonna run this 3 times. Number 1 will be our winner for last week's giveaway. And there's, give me one moment. I believe we're getting our first pull. Pull number 2. And the winner, cheers, Alex. What's in your glass, buddy? And the winner of our giveaway is Buddy Nick. Of course it is. Nick, I'll tag you in this post. I'll put together a little sample set for you. I believe I already know what I'm putting in. So just bear with me. It might take a few days and we'll probably meet up at our usual spot. So now that we have that taken care of, back to the show. And like I said, Nick, I'll tag you once this goes through. So today, I'm going to open up to questions here in a few minutes about cocktails or what maybe cocktails you'd like to see made on the show, questions you have in general about cocktails, or even the simplest of questions like what tools you should have. So I'm going to move my gun Karen to the side for a second. Of course, we know one of the biggest cocktails in the whiskey community, at least, is the old fashioned. So I'm gonna show you my take with my secret ingredient. And I'll probably use a different episode to show you how to make it or the secret ingredient, so to say. So I'm gonna start with 2 Demerara sugar cubes, but do a little close up this time. On top of that, I'm going to go 2 dashes of orange bitters. With my old fashions, I like switching up the bitters. Usually I use aromatic. Today I wanted to use orange. What's going on, Adam? How are you? What's in the glass? So for my cocktail, I'm going 3 dashes orange. Heavy hand, heavy hand. It's okay, right? And my second option for this one will be the Fee Brothers Aztec Chocolate Bitters. A nice substitute for that if you don't like the Aztec chocolate, or maybe you want to switch it up. I do also like using the black walnut, the toasted almond. There's a lot of options out there. So I'm gonna go ahead, toss 2 dashes of the Aztec chocolate bitters in there as well. Oh, we got some W12. I got a pour coming up soon that I'll be showing in a second, which I'm pretty excited to revisit. And now I'm actually going to introduce my secret ingredient. What I have here is a honey ginger simple syrup, which I pretty much is equal parts sugar and honey, or I'm sorry, honey and ginger with equal parts water to the honey. Like I said, I'll toss some recipes in there, and anyone that wants to know the recipe right away, shoot me a message. Otherwise, probably within the next few weeks, I'll be doing an episode. So I do about 4 little droplets, for the lack of better words, because it's a thick consistency, and it usually has a shelf life of about a month. So I made that, I think, about a week ago, and I've been using it very seldomly in my pours. So what I'm gonna do afterwards, and I apologize if you hear football to the side. That's actually what I'm watching now. I got a few guys playing in my fantasy football league. Ben, Will, and I hope I beat you. So I'm gonna muddle all that together. So I know a lot of people go the simple syrup route. I go a little bit sweeter on my old fashioned, especially when I'm using what I'm about to use. And I also go different on my bitters, depending what I'm using as well. So today what I'm using is the Kenwood Liquor Buffalo Trace, which if you haven't grabbed a bottle, or if they're even still available, Adam, maybe you can answer that. I highly recommend giving it a try. I love it in this old fashioned because it balances everything out. Um, so let's be honest, it's my drink, my pour. I'm gonna go a little bit heavier than I usually do, but I would suggest anywhere from 2.5 ounces, especially since it's cocktail based. Sure. I forgot my bar spoon at the bar, so I'm gonna bring back my trusty muddle. Kind of let that dissolve the sugar a little bit more. Plus, it kind of picks up the excess from the muddler that's already still there. Okay, perfect. And I'm gonna grab some ice. I usually put a big cube, um, but to be honest, I made some cubes earlier today, and they didn't freeze on time. So I kind of went with the second option. So that is my old fashioned. I usually put a little bit of, I would usually express a little bit of an orange in it, but since I use the orange bitters this time around, I kind of swayed away from that. Um, to be honest, I probably would still put it too, but all the oranges that we have upstairs are not to my liking, because I am a little bit picky. So if there are any questions, I'll definitely open it up now. Ask away. What's in your glass? I do want to mention again, just like you see down here below, go to streamyard.com/Facebook and allow access to your profile or your Facebook profile to be viewed by StreamYard. That way, your comments show up like this, like Adams did, instead of what happened to Phil, which is that right there. So, Phil, jump on it. I might do a giveaway again today. I might not. I can promise at least I'm going to do a giveaway here in the next few weeks again. And like I said, Nick, I'll get with you. We'll get some samples in your hand as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this a little try. Any questions you guys have, feel free. Shoot them in. Let me know. I'm more than happy to answer anything you have. Um, Cheers to those watching. Thank you. I'll still stay on. Don't worry. Um, Send any questions you have. Otherwise, I think, like I said a little bit earlier, we probably keep this one a little short. Um, and oh, there we go. Let me know how yours is too, Adam. Give it a try. Definitely let me know what you use. Let me know what you did different too. So shoot me a message if I'm not on by the time you make yours. But definitely let me know. So kind of like I was saying, oh, there we go. So kind of like I mentioned earlier, actually, he uses OWA and black walnut bitters, versus my Aztec chocolate bitters. So definitely, send me your questions anytime you want. They're always on. I'm always available. Um, I apologize in advance if it takes me a while to answer them, but I will get there. So I'm gonna go ahead. Um, Now that I have that ready for later, and now that I saw who just jumped on, I'm gonna switch over to my pour of the night that I really want to revisit, and that is the all talked about Maker's Mark 101. I'm gonna give this a little pour. I'll give a quick review. Not much, Mike. I'm not God knows what type of reviewist, I guess you could say. I have a palate, but I don't know how much of what I might say right now is going to be accurate. So I'm going to give this a try. I am revisiting it too because I had a few pours before trying it the first time around. It's a beautiful nose. Sweetness, a little bit of caramel at the beginning. Wow, that's nice. It's not your everyday makers. That's for sure. I'm gonna try it again. Wow, that's good. A lot of dried fruit, a little bit of sweetness, like a caramel or a butterscotchy type of thing with some almost like an orange rind, and that finish just sits there, like in a beautiful way. Let's see, we got a okay. So Eagle Rare Old Fashioned with toasted almond and spiced apple bitters. Tell me about the spiced apple bitters. I guess is that like, is there a certain brand you use? Is it something you made yourself? Because I've never seen a spiced apple type of bitter, and that would actually be great for the fall time right now with the cooler weather, especially for a specialty cocktail for any bar. And you mix it to a diluted and then add a big ice sphere. Yeah, like I said earlier, I tried making some cubes, but they didn't fully peak to their potential, I guess, so to say. Okay, so it's Dash Fire Bitters Company has the spiced almond bitters or apple bitters. I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna send you a message so I can hear a little bit more about those actually. But I'm gonna give it a few minutes, open it up to some questions. But yeah, this is the makers is a totally different makers realm. Like this is not your everyday makers, for the lack of better words. Um, I might actually try finding another one. So before I jump off, I do want to mention again, please go to streamyard.com/Facebook to enable your profile to be viewed during these streams. Um, another thing I do want to mention too is this Friday's episode. We're actually going to. I'm going to toss a little teaser out there right now. Actually, we're actually going to have a special guest. I believe some of you may know him, Chris Story, and I am going to be doing 10 samples of Russell Reserve blind, and they're all store picks, and I will be ranking them from favorite to least favorite. He will not be telling me which is which. I will be doing 10 of them, and definitely not an entire pour, like a little drizzle of each probably, and that'll be Friday's episode. So definitely stay tuned. I'll post a little bit more information about it as well. Um, and I think it's gonna be a great time too. So I guess we'll cheers twice. And for those watching, post your old fashions, post what's in your glass tonight. We'll definitely see you again on episode 5 on Friday at 7 p.m. of the Booze Nest Fridays. And if you guys have any episode suggestions, send them my way. I know last week we had the Gold Star team as well as the distiller from Starlight, and I appreciate them for setting that up for us as well. So again, cheers. We'll definitely see you guys on Friday. Send me your questions. Post what's in your glass. And we'll see you again. Thanks, guys. Cheers.